in de medische wetenschappen op 21 januari 2014. Congratulations. Sit for a moment. Professor Columnus will say a few words. It won't last very long, and then Dr. Peterson, the new doctor in the medical sciences, will also say a few words.
Yes. So it's very late, so we'll be brief. So, Kevin, thank you very much for this presentation and this very nice thesis. Congratulations again. You mentioned it several times already during the defense. So I'm very happy that I think in 2008 we met for the first time in Senegal, because we were invited to give a talk about patient care already then, and I was surprised. I was pleased that I saw a physician that is so an advocate for his patients, and I said, I have to watch that guy later on. Maybe I'll find it one day. And indeed, and then at that time Bauke was there at a conference taking care of the children. I didn't know she was a top researcher herself. And then when Bauke came to the institute, yeah, I saw the opportunity immediately. Kevin, we can try to attract Kevin, because I know he's a good clinician, and let's do some research together. And I'm very pleased that we obtained the grant from Institute of Tropical Medicine, and that you joined the institute. And I think I can talk for our colleagues from the institute that you were a real, very good team member. And maybe you did a little bit too much for the team, because that delayed a little bit maybe the presentation and the defense. But so the end, I think, is a real success. So I must congratulate you and your family for this success. Sorry for the internet problems and the Skyping problems, because also initially we wanted to have the possibility for your family, your father and mother, who are in the United States and were unable to attend. I think they can be proud of the son. If you can arrange it, I can Skype with them at home and tell them that this was really a fantastic evening. So I really have to thank also my colleagues from the, and Keith McAdam for coming already for the third time, helping me out with asking very difficult questions, and coming from London and in a difficult weather situation, catching that plane and arriving at the last minute, and also Stephen Callans for his contribution for this evening. Last thing is that I have to thank everybody who is here. We have a full house today, and so I hope there is enough things to drink and to eat outside. So you can maybe invite everybody and say a few words.
Thank you, Bob. I was a little flustered and breezed by my acknowledgement slide, but really this was not possible without the support of a lot of people. Among others, my parents, who are here neither in person nor in Skype, but in spirit. And there are so many people who, at different times in my professional development, helped me to realize my potential. And I tried to name them all in the book, and even then I failed. And let me not start now. I would like to mention Professor Tumani Kora, who recently stepped down as director of MRC in Gambia, and Professor Sarah Rowland-Jones, who headed the virology team there. They worked very hard with me. Well, I don't know if it was hard, but they worked with me while we were there together. And whatever I have done on the basis of that work, I couldn't have done without their mentoring and their support. And to talk about a thesis without talking about the work of the promoter is kind of like pretending that if you splash gasoline inside the passenger compartment, the engine will start and the car will go. People have heard me praise Bob. Bob, not so much, because, you know, I try not to lay it on too thick. But Bob has worked so hard. When somebody said, when somebody said, I loved reading this. These are such well-written articles. Those that I've done under Bob's tutelage are well-written because Bob read every draft and marked it all over and sent it back over and over again. And at some level that's punishing, but really, if what we're looking for is training, then what we want are people like Bob who invest that energy and time to say, it can be better, and help keep guiding you to get the best that you can produce. I think that it's sort of like being an arborist, a person who's growing trees. You spread a lot of manure around, but you have to invest a lot of energy, and it takes years before you see any fruit from that. And that is, I think, the remarkable long-term view and commitment of promoters in general, but the one I know best. And Bob had to do a lot of... Bob had to do a lot of weeding with my work, if this is good, it's good in part because of that work. So, thank you. I really appreciate it. I would like to thank all of you for coming. This is so nice to see you all, and I'd like to see you all over there where the drinks and hors d'oeuvres are.